Greetings, royal family. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Boogie with me, Royal B. It is Monday, April 20th, 2020. A new week has begun. Happy 420. To those of you who consume the devil's lettuce, happy 420. Just kidding. No judgment here. But shout out to all of the 420ers. Today's your day, so celebrate. You already know what to do. Thank you for clicking on the video. Hopefully your morning is going well. And if not, hopefully I can help aid in your morning going well. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Morning Boogie Live morning show is up and in action. Okay, so you read the title, hopefully. So let's just get straight into it. Update. Teddy Riley and Babyface, they are going to continue their battle tonight, allegedly, at 8 p.m. I don't know if that's Eastern time, but the word is that after that last debacle that took place, they're doing a do-over. So hopefully Uncle Teddy got some help around there. Hip-hop Harry, who was his hype man, dancing in the back. I don't want to see him again. So are you guys going to be tuning in for it's not a rematch. Teddy Riley has posted on his Instagram page that this is a rematch. I mean, a match didn't really happen, in my opinion. It was just kind of like a flop. But Teddy Riley's actually being a good sport about this because, you know, memes came out, jokes came out, and he reposted some of them to his Instagram feed. So, you know, he's being a good sport about it. And he apologized for the technical difficulties. Hopefully he will not be so arrogant and just keep it cute. You know, less is more. So will you be tuning in? I mean, I will be. 8 o'clock though. Love and Hip Hop comes on Monday nights at 8, right? So we'll see. So hopefully the second time around, they will iron out all of the little... Well, excuse me, not they. Teddy Riley will iron out all of the little issues that he had before and just kind of keep it cute. You know, his name is Teddy Riley. His name rings bells. It holds weight in the music industry. You know, so you ain't got to put on a full-blown concert. We just want to see you guys playing music for the people and having fun. Okay? So let me know what you think if you'll be tuning in. Again, the redo or do-over of Babyface versus Teddy Riley is going to be going down on Instagram Live tonight at 8 p.m. I don't know if it's Eastern time. Check your local listings. Moving along, Eva Marcel. So she let it be known that Nene had nothing to do with her being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She and Candy were on a live. I don't know if she was on Candy's Speak On It live or they both were live. I saw a small clip. And Eva, with the neck rolling and with the stern voice, she let it be known, you know, Nene had nothing to do with Eva being on the show. She said that she received a call from Bravo executives. She was actually called about being on a completely different franchise of Housewives. She didn't say which. And she also got a call regarding the Atlanta franchise. She obviously said yes. So she said that Nene didn't have the power to get her on the show, and she doesn't have the power to get her off the show. So she acknowledged Nene as being, you know, the HBIC and all of her accomplishments, I guess, as a original or OG Housewives member, but she said, no, ma'am. She had nothing to do with her getting on the show. So I just want to know, are we getting a reunion or not? You know, I did post the review for the season finale of season 12 of Housewives of Atlanta. Make sure you check it out if you haven't done so already. But honestly, I won't even be mad if they don't film a reunion. I don't even really care anymore. We saw all we needed to see, and all this back and forth that's been going on with the Housewives has been keeping me entertained. You know, Nene does her lives, and she did a live with Kim Zolciak. She did a live with this one, that one. You know, all of these back and forths. Kenya did a live panel with Fox Soul, if I'm not mistaken. Eva and Candy, they're going live. So to me, this just seems like this seems kind of like a reunion, them taking shots at each other and going back and forth. I mean, I don't know. Tell me if you care. Do you guys care to see a reunion? They are going to have to do it virtually. So it's not going to be the same. You know, I wanted to see fashions and I wanted to see all the ladies on the couch. But of course, because of the current pandemic, they're not able to do so. So at this point, we can move on past the housewives. I'm actually interested in seeing who is going to be on the next season of Housewives, because rumor has it that Sheree will be returning and Phaedra will be returning. So that's the word on the street. Don't know how true that is. And also that Cynthia will not be coming back. So I'm more interested to see what the lineup is going to be for next season. But they want to keep throwing these little jabs at each other via live. Why not? It's keeping people entertained. So let me know what you think. Do you care about a reunion? And do we even really care if Nene said that she got Eva on the show? Eva does. She has every right to. I mean, it's just getting old. Moving along to more Housewives news, kind of. So Kenya Moore's husband, Marc Daly, he wrote an open letter, a beautiful open letter, an inspirational and encouraging message in the form of an open letter, but not to his wife. He wrote a letter in reference to the current pandemic. So his letter reads, "Dear Coco," you guys should know by now what Coco is referencing. "Dear Coco, you have come to our shores and wreaked havoc. We have lost friends, family, and colleagues due to your destructiveness. Know this, you will not win this fight. You will not change the greatness of our human spirit, the best parts of all of us. You may win some battles, but the war is far from over." This is a letter that Marc Daly posted online, tried to be encouraging in reference to the current pandemic. He continues, "We will come together like an unbreakable band of brothers and sisters and help each other get through this. Each one of us, every creed and race, hand in hand, united for one goal. A life worth living with meaning and substance. A life with love and happiness. So you keep trying to break us. We have overcome worse and risen again better than before. We will rise from this pandemic better than before also. Trust and believe that. To everyone dealing with effects of the Coco, know that you are not alone. We are with you, mind, body, and spirit. Stay blessed and strong. Regards, Marc Daly." That was a beautiful open letter that he wrote in reference to the pandemic. Now, I did see online that individuals were a little bit shocked at the fact that he did not have such compassion and, articulation in writing an open letter to his wife. Oh no. So if you haven't heard, Kenya, according to Kenya, she says that they are trying to work on their marriage and they're still together. Marc is still in New York quarantining and Kenya is in Atlanta. That's where she resides. And baby Brooklyn has still yet to meet her grandparents. Here's the thing. I thought that this was very beautiful, encouraging words to his followers and his friends and fans and to whoever, read the letter. But I do think that it's interesting that he has such nice words to say about a devastating time. Although we appreciate the words of encouragement, it would be nice for you to have these same words of encouragement toward your wife. But maybe he doesn't want to do that publicly. But I thought that it was kind of interesting and a little bit comical that people pointed out the fact that he did not write these kind words in an open letter to his wife. Listen, he can write whatever the heck he wants. We don't know if him and Kenya are even really together, if they're really working on anything. Quite frankly, when I tell you I am a little bit tired of some of the storylines from this season of Housewives of Atlanta, it's just old, And again, going back to the whole reunion thing, I don't even know if I want to see a reunion like anymore. It's just too much. So if Kenya wants to stay with Marc in real life, and if this is really real, more power to her. If they're working on their relationship, trying to keep their quote unquote family together, more power to her. But I just feel like she's playing in everybody's faces. But back to Marc's letter. I think that this was very nice, very encouraging, positive, well written. So who knows? Maybe he is showing the same love and appreciation and compassion to his wife behind closed doors. Who knows? Let me know if you even really care at this point. Moving along, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to hit the like button as you are coming in the building. Show some love. Moving along, rapper, The Game. Game, I don't know what is going on, but this is some serious money at stake here. So his royalties are seized over a $7 million debt that he has. Now, this all stemmed from a lawsuit accusing him of assaulting a woman back in 2015. So this woman, she sued The Game, accusing him of assault on his on the set of his VH1 dating show, She's Got Game. The lawsuit did end with this woman being awarded over $7 million in damages. So The Game, he was unsuccessful in appealing the decision. He tried to appeal this decision, but didn't work in his favor. In the time since this woman was awarded the money, the woman, she's been trying to seize The Game's property and assets. So she's trying to get her money. She was awarded the $7 million. Game tried to appeal it. Didn't work in his favor. So she's trying to collect her coin. So she accuses him of refusing to pay a dime owed. And he's playing games, throwing shots online, taking digs online. And he's playing games, with his money. So last year, a judge actually signed off on her seizing money paid to the rapper from E1 and Sound Exchange. Those are the companies that he is affiliated with. I'm assuming that he's owner of these companies. So following the court order, what he did was he launched a new label, Proflick Records. So what the woman did was she quickly informed the courts of the new label, because he's obviously trying to move his money and hide his assets so he doesn't have to pay this debt. So after the recent court decision, The Game, he went onto social media to write a message, just totally defiant, just playing games, just being a jerk. And he wrote this post to this woman. So this is what he wrote on social media. People out here dying from the Rona, and blogs out here creating false narratives for this Waffle House roach. Why would he say that? Who's doing anything her thirsty ass can to try and take money from me. He went on to say, I'm enjoying retirement. Y'all been saying that she got $7 million for 7 years, and yet here I am, laid up, tipsy off my fifth, quarantine watching Tiger King, LOL. He says that they'll find Carol Baskin's husband before she ever gets a penny from under my car seat. And in the photo, he is flashing a stack of stacks, plural, of cash, and saying that he was headed to the bank to deposit his money. And he was in a Porsche because you can see his steering wheel. So if the judge ordered him to pay this $7 million because the judge ruled in her favor because of this assault incident that took place, allegedly, why would he be on social media flashing this money and trying to move money around, creating different labels, trying to hide his money? I thought that The Game was smart. I would like to think that The Game was smarter than that. He appears to be smarter than that. If the judge ruled, is this true? What does he mean about false narratives? The judge ruled in the woman's favor. So how is it that he is not paying this money? I don't know, Game. You don't seem to have the best of luck these days. So I would be very careful about taunting this woman and this situation. especially on social media. Again, a judge ruled in her favor. So obviously the evidence that was submitted before the court proved that this woman was assaulted by him. I don't know. I just would stay off of social media. They might get him one way or another. I mean, you flaunting cash and stuff. $7 million though? Sheesh. And I didn't even read what the, you guys can Google it, what the accusation was, because it was very detailed, but I'm not trying to mess up my bag. So you guys can Google the story. Moving on to something different. Miss Juicy baby. She went onto social media recently to explain why she's no longer with the Ricky Smiley morning show. So yeah, she's no longer on the show. So recently what happened was two producers from the show, they were answering questions about Miss Juicy's absence, basically. And in a nutshell, these two producers who are fairly new to the Ricky Smiley morning show, they said that she couldn't do Little Women of Atlanta if she was going to be on the Ricky Smiley morning show in Dallas. For those of you who are not aware, Tom Joyner retired from the Tom Joyner morning show, and Ricky Smiley took over that slot. So the Ricky Smiley morning show is now in Dallas filming. And Miss Juicy is a cast member on the reality TV show Little Women of Atlanta. So these two producers made it seem as though Miss Juicy could not film for Little Women of Atlanta and also be on the Ricky Smiley morning show in Dallas. Well, Miss Juicy responded and she debunked what these two producers said. So she's denying that she could not film the Ricky Smiley morning show because of this Little Women Atlanta show. So this is what she goes on to say. She says, I know you were told recently by the live video that was posted that the reason why I left was because I was filming Little Women Atlanta. I am a part of Little Women Atlanta, everyone knows, and there's no way that I would be able to film that show and the Ricky Smiley morning show moved to Dallas, Texas. That is not the reason. It wasn't because I had to film Little Women and I couldn't be in Dallas. I was not fired. Other comments were saying that I was fired. So that is another reason why I said I owed it to my fans and supporters and listeners and everybody else. So basically she wants to give the fans an explanation. So she says, I feel like if something was going to be said, it should have been the truth or a corporate political statement should have been made. The real reason why I'm not on the Ricky Smiley morning show is because I was not offered a new contract to be on the show. This is Miss Juicy giving her side of the story as to why she is no longer on the Ricky Smiley morning show. She says, and when I wasn't offered a new contract to be on the new show, my lawyers worked very hard, tried very hard to get them to offer something, anything, and nothing was offered. So at that time, I had to realize what my worth was. Was I going to continue or was I going to move on? And so that was a lesson that I learned. She said that she decided to move on because one thing that she has learned is that we can miss out on our blessings if we try to stay in a situation that we're not meant to stay in. This is Miss Juicy's words. She preaching. She giving a word here. She goes on to say, God put us in places for a reason and for a season. You got to know when it's your time. If you don't know when it's your time and you don't recognize it, you can miss out on your blessings. So it was bittersweet at first. I was very, very upset at first. So again, two producers associated with the new Ricky Smiley morning show that is filming in Dallas took over Tom Joyner's morning show slot. Tried to kind of like make it seem like, you know, Miss Juicy is no longer on the show because she couldn't film Little Women of Atlanta and the Ricky Smiley morning show. And Miss Juicy said, nah, that's not true. I have yet to find a statement from Ricky Smiley. This is very interesting. And I wonder if she and Ricky Smiley are still cool. Being that the show was moved to Dallas and he took over Tom Joyner's slot, Ricky might not have had any control over Miss Juicy's contract being renewed because this is a whole new company, I guess, or whatever that Ricky Smiley is affiliated with. But I would think that he would fight for Miss Juicy to be on the show. We don't know if he didn't, so I'm not blaming Ricky Smiley, just tossing some thoughts out there. Regardless, her message was spot on. It was spot on. Like, when it's your time to move on, you know, you just got to move on, because you could really miss out on your blessings staying stuck in one place. And I wholeheartedly agree. I'm glad that she seems to be at peace with the situation, and she gave a classy response. And I know that she probably was hurt when her lawyers were trying to kind of find a deal and get a contract drawn up. And she said it's basically like there was no room for her there. And again, Ricky Smiley may not have had any control over that because he doesn't own that radio station, you know. It is okay to move on. That's pretty much the bottom line. Definitely okay to move on. So tell me what you think. Did you guys watch or listen to the Ricky Smiley morning show? What do you think about Miss Juicy? I definitely enjoyed the banter between Gary, Miss Juicy, the brat. Oh, God, what's that gentleman's name? The one who always wears the Scullies. I can't think of his name. And Ricky Smiley included. You know, they had good chemistry, but man, that's gotta hurt. She didn't mention anything about Ricky Smiley, and I didn't hear a statement from him. Wow, that's gotta hurt. And she's been with Ricky Smiley for a long time, so that probably was a punch in the gut for her. But she's still affiliated with Little Women of Atlanta, and again, her message was spot on, and hopefully that'll bless someone this morning. You know, when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. You can miss out on your blessing staying stagnant and staying in the same spot. So everything happens for a reason. There's obviously a reason that her contract, a bigger reason why her contract wasn't renewed. But it would be nice for Ricky Smiley to say something about it. I'm going to look for a statement from him. Or maybe he just doesn't want to say anything because he doesn't want to mess up his affiliation with the new radio station or company that he's affiliated with. But man, hopefully they're all still cool. I would like to think so. She doesn't seem to be holding any grudges, but that just made me a little sad because I really like Miss Juicy. I don't watch Little Women of Atlanta. I've heard good things about it, but I don't watch. But I enjoyed her on Ricky Smiley morning show. Very, very interesting. So, Royal Family, those are today's hot topics for Monday, April 20th, 2020. I want to say thank you for tuning into the Morning Boogie. Again, happy 420. Shout out to those of you who consume the devil's lettuce. No shade, y'all. I just like saying the devil's lettuce. But, you know, you do what you do. This is a judgment-free zone. So today is a holiday for the smokers, so, and the consumers of the cannabis. So happy 420, everybody. So I will be back later on. Be sure to have your notifications on. Today is Monday, so Love and Hip Hop will be up at some point later. Drop down in the comments, share your thoughts. Let me know all is well with you. Hopefully everyone is trying to maintain a positive frame of mind. Also, just keep it cute. I just came on here to just provide you with some news to kind of distract you from most of what's going on. So hopefully I helped. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button on your way out if you haven't done so already. Thank you. If you're watching the replay, get down in the comments. Share your thoughts about any of the mentioned topics. Don't forget Teddy Riley, Babyface, Part 2, the do-over, the redo, tonight at 8 p.m. I don't know if it's Eastern time. Check out Teddy Riley's Instagram page and Babyface's Instagram page for more details. I'm going to be tuning in. Why not? We can give Teddy Riley, let me not say them, a second chance because Babyface was on point. But Uncle Teddy, you make sure that sound is right. We don't want to see any mics. We don't want to see any hype man in the back. We don't want to see a piano, just straight music. Sit down in the studio, relax, kick back, and just marvel in the fact that you and Babyface are able to provide some nostalgia and some good vibes and good music for the public. That's what it's about. We don't need all the bells and whistles. You've already solidified your spot as one of the legends in the music industry. Nothing more is needed. So, Royal Family, I'm signing off for now. Thank you for watching, and happy Monday. Until next time, peace.